Daddy. He went from a smile to a pout with Daddy. How about Dada? Dada. Alright guys, let's head on. We've got some animals to kill our Ace, but our work here in Mexico is far from over. It seems murder has told us anything. It's that the wall the Americans are building along the border is causing a lot of controversy. Well, instability like this is particularly worrying given the threat by Sombra's founder about their plans to step into the light. If El Rey isn't behind this unrest, it could certainly play right into their hands for whatever Sombra's got planned. For now, we need to gather more evidence about what's going on here, and that means going back to the construction site to see what you can find, Ace. Leave no stone unturned before we decide our next move. We need answers. Well, I know you got your hands full, Ace, but I'm worried about Ingrid. Ever since her ex-husband contacted us, she hasn't been herself. Ramon admitted he cheated on her before they divorced, but Ingrid's behavior suggests there's a little more to it than that. Yeah, and I'm with Marina on this one. Ingrid's been out of sorts. We must find out what's upsetting her. Yep. Start by talking to Ingrid if you like. I'll meet you at the wall. Whoa! That is sick. Day of the Dead. Edge of Darkness. Oh, nice. Is that the Sombra leader? Can't tell. I bet you it isn't. It's just a tease. It's probably one of the Sombra leaders, but we still don't know who El Rey is. The new El Rey. Oh man, I don't have any stars. I might have to take a break and get stars. Ingrid, Ace and the rest of the team are worried about you ever since Ramon. You can stop worrying. I'm fine. We just need to leave and forget all about this. I know it's not easy, but you're clearly running from something, and forgetting it isn't the answer. If just hearing Ramon's name made you burst into tears, there's something else you're afraid of. You don't understand, Ace. We were so in love and had everything we wanted, and then being here reminds me of all the joy we had, but also all the pain that came after. It's too much sorrow to deal with again. I'm sorry. Ingrid, wait. That didn't go as well as I hoped, Ace. No, Ingrid would feel better if she talked, but she doesn't seem ready. As a friend, I'd rather not pry into Ingrid's private affairs, but as the Bureau's therapist, I need to know whether she's emotionally compromised. Good idea, Ace. Ingrid said that she and Ramon shared happy times here. Maybe we could find something at the Day of the Dead parade that will remind her of those times and encourage her to talk. But I think we could use a drink first. I'm fine. Wow. Man, we party hard. So anyways, guys, since I know I need a lot more stars and we're going to investigate this stuff, I am going to... Oh, let's go here, because we'll at least get 1 star going through this one. I love you. Did you know that? Dave's like... Yes. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. Oh snap. We know what a pacifier means. Holy moly. Oh man. They really have me feeling bad for her now. Oh brother. Oh brother. A little box holds a pacifier inside, possibly to remember a baby. These altars are for people to honor memories of loved ones who's passed away. You're right, there's a message inside the box. It says, your daddy Ramon loves you. Ramon. Could Ramon have lost a child? You're right, Ace. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. It's a grim suggestion, but getting a sample of the slide from this pacifier would help us determine whether this child father is our Ramon. Or our Ingrid's. Oh, that's just horrible to think about. Oh, I do not want to think about that. Little Tiny. We call him Tiny because he's anything but tiny. He used to be. When he was born, he was really, really tiny. He was born like 6 pounds. Little tiny dude. And now he grew up to be this big, huge dude. Big, huge dude. Little tiny. Is daddy trying to find everything? He's going to do I know, you probably want to get down and play. We're searching for anything that might tell us what's behind the unrest in Mexico. When it comes down to this digging through a dumpster, I agree. It's a good place to start, but I'm not going into that bin to search for evidence. I'll leave that to you, Ace. Oh, brother, this is gonna make Daddy teary-eyed. I just know it. Well, it's heartbreaking to think about that, Ace. A child's death, but we must put our emotions aside if we're to uncover the truth about this wooden box. Let's get that saliva sample you collected off that pacifier to the lab and see what Lars can tell us. Give you lots of kisses. Lots of kisses. Next time, don't wake up at 4:30 in the morning, please. On a Saturday, on Daddy's day off. That would be very helpful. Did you find anything useful in the dumpster, Ace? I'd hate to think you went crawling around in there for nothing. The article you found in the trash has got a headline: Mexico demands Unified Nations sanction USA. Could this have something to do with the wall? I've fallen behind on global politics, so I'm sure Elliot can dig up some more information on us. Perfect. So I don't have to go get more stars. I mean, I will, but I'll do it after this 9 hours. Perfect. So I will see you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88 and Tiny. Au revoir. Oh, you're tired now. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Time has gone. And yes, baby Ace was crazy. I've gotta go, girls. I love you more than anything in the whole world. Say hello to Ace. Hi, Ace. Well, we love you, Daddy. We miss you. Sorry, Ace. I just need to talk to the triplets. This lab sample you sent me was a difficult one. The DNA profile I got from the pacifier confirms the deceased child's parents were Ramon Cortez and our very own Ingrid Bojorn. So this child was also Ingrid's? How terrible for her and Ramon. No wonder Ingrid's suppressing all those memories. Ace, Ingrid will probably be upset about stirring up the past, but we should talk to her about this. Poor thing. We've been so busy lately, Ace, it's a while since I had a chance to read anything in the news. This article is a small piece in a complex political puzzle. To start with, the article references the Unified Nations, which, as you well know, Ace, is a global organization promoting international cooperation between its member states, and these include Mexico and the U.S. It appears the U.S. decision to build a wall along the Mexican border was made without external provocation and without a clear cause. And as a result, Mexico has demanded the Unified Nations impose sanctions on the USA, meaning economic trade agreements with other member states would be restricted. Well, we know Mexico's response to the wall has been negative. Cindy Hamilton learned that the hard way, but we must know more. I looked up the men in the photograph, and one of them is Nilo Virtanen, a special envoy for the Unified Nations. He's in Mexico now negotiating with local authorities. Alright, Ace, if anyone could tell us more about what's going on, it's Nilo Virtanen. Let's go make an appointment to see him. So we haven't met him before, so I'm pretty sure he's not El Rey. Ace, it's pointless to keep coming to see me. There's nothing more to discuss. Well, Ingrid, we found out about your baby. We're so sorry. Wait, how did you know about Eduardo? Oh, my darling Eduardo. Ramon and I were so deeply in love before we had a child, but after Eduardo was born, we grew closer still and became a family. We had no idea you were carrying such a terrible burden all these years. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your little boy? Well, Eduardo was born premature. The doctors warned us it would be a struggle. He fought so hard, but oh my goodness, I don't want to read this crap. Oh, you guys read this. I can't. Oh, nope. Nope. Nope, you guys can read it. I get the gist. Okay. Nope. The storyline I can't read. Sorry, guys. You guys can read it. I'm not going to. Oh, Ron. Ingrid, is that you? Yes, it's me, Ramon. It's time we finally talked. Oh, yep. Yep, your guys' turn. Yep. Okay, thank you, Ace, for helping us talk together and confront our past. We're both grateful. Please take this gift as a token of our appreciation. Okay. Alright. You guys can, basically, it sounded like they came to a better conclusion, but nope. Not gonna read it. I get the gist. Hello. Are you also here to protest against the wall? No, we're not protesters, Mr. Vertanen. But we understand you're here representing the Unified Nations and want to ask you about this article. Ah, yes, the call for sanctions. A strong reaction, I must say, but I guess I'd be pretty upset too if someone started building a wall on my doorstep, so to speak. Can you explain what led to the construction of the wall in the first place? The wall was only a physical manifestation of a deeper underlying problem. Lately, the U.S. has leaned towards isolationism, cutting themselves off from the international community. This, of course, goes against the principles of cooperation and mutual aid championed by the Unified Nations, so the question of sanctions was raised by Mexico. This unfortunately led to the emergency of the U.S. Nay movement in the U.S., which I'm sure you know all about. Well, actually, the Bureau's been quite busy lately. What's U.S. Nay? Well, it's rather complicated. The easiest thing would be for you to look over my files. They're right. Oh dear goodness. My portable hard drive is gone. I must have lost it when I visited the wall storage facility. All my files are on it. Well, that we can help out with. Senior Trooper Ace is good at finding things. Let's head down to the storage facility, Ace. But how about a little pick-me-up first? I'm starving. Yeah, why not? So the real... Oh, so if you've beaten a previous case, you can play for 0 energy. It's pretty awesome. Spiderweb, avocado, hard drive, skin hat, skull, light bulb, chili peppers, and dynamite. There, that's right. Well, that must be the hard drive Nihilo was talking about, Ace. It has a Unified Nations symbol on it. Nihilo authorized us to read his files, so go ahead and unlock the hard drive. Okay. Am I going to need to really wait any time for this hard drive? Don't really want to. Nope, it's this one. Well, the drive's unlocked, Ace. Let's have Elliot look over Nihilo's files and see what we can find out. Well, I don't want to wait. Oh, 9 hours, 18 bucks. Down the drain. Well, do you know how many clauses there are in the United Nations Charter, Ace? No. Consider yourself lucky. There are a lot of them. I'm sure I read every one. But it paid off. Hunting through Mr. Vertanen's files, his records go into great detail about the U.S. Nay movement, information you won't find in the press, and it's not pretty. The U.S. Nay movement arose as a protest against the possible sanctions on the U.S. They're calling for the government to take the U.S. out of the Unified Nations. And this isn't a small group of radical fundamentalists, Ace. There are millions of activists lobbying for the government to listen to their cause. The nation is polarized on this issue. This all sounds so crazy, Ace. What else have we missed in our race against our Sombra? Well, the good news is it's not all doom and gloom. Here, have a look at this video. I know the naysayers would have you believe that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, that America should break free from that chain. The U.S. Nay movement thinks we need to close our borders, shut the gate, and eliminate the outsiders. But now, more than ever, it's time for us to stay the course, stay united, and stay strong together. Our future must be a unified one. I'm Sandy Turner, and I say we stay. That was Sandy Turner. He's the leader of the U.S. Stay movement, the group who wants the U.S. to stay in the Unified Nations. Nilo Virtanen wasn't kidding. The U.S. is really divided on this debate. Well, there's a lot to digest, Ace. We'll have to brief Chief Ripley on all this. Thanks so much, Ace, for helping me get Ingrid to open up. I know now she'll be able to cherish her past memories. I intend to. Thank you again, Ace, for giving me the strength to face my fears. Whoa. What the? Ingrid, is that really you? I realized that by shutting out the pain, I've also been shutting out all of the joy in my life, but no more. It's time for me to start living again. Wow. So nice to see you happy, Ingrid. Fortunately, we also got some bad news. We just had a crash course in current American politics, and it's tumultuous, to say the least. There's a battle raging in the U.S. between those who want to withdraw from the United Nations and those who want to stay. I don't need to tell you all about the volatility of the situation. Ace, tensions in the UN are the last thing the world needs, especially now that Somber is likely waiting to exploit any weaknesses. Well, Somber's founder said we hear things in the news soon enough. What if this is what he was talking about, and if it's playing right into El Rey's hands? Well, we don't know for certain, but what we do know is that the U.S. Stay is holding a rally in San Francisco right now. If we're to find any answers, U.S. Stay is the best place to start. You've been away for a while, Ace, but it's time to go back to the United States. Are we going to see any friends? I don't know. Probably see Ramirez. I mean, like, what would happen if we saw Jones and stuff like that? Just crazy. But the real question when we finish this is, when is that next case coming out? September 22nd, next week, baby. See you guys next week. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.